Good morning, class. Today I'm going to review with you process recordings. Now, each of you will be sent and or emailed, or I will Google share with you a copy of the process recording template. The process recording is used to help you develop skills of self-reflection. Everything that you need, all the information that you will need to assist you with this assignment can be found in your recording guidelines for social work textbook. There will also be additional information included in the template that you receive. Your template will look a little something like this. Everything that you see in blue, you need to delete and replace with your own words. And you need to also list which process recording you're working on, if it's process recording number 1, number 2, or number 3. Then type in your name. You are the intern. The field placement, the agency where you're placed, and the name of your field instructor, and the date. I won't read this to you word for word because I'm sure you can do that for yourself at your own pace. But of course, if you need questions, feel free to schedule an appointment to meet with me and I'll be happy to assist you. You need to include in your process recording identifying information, the purpose of the session, and your initial observations. That's page 1. When you go to page 2, you'll see it's in column format. And in this Google Docs form that I'm sharing with you, you will be able to tab from one column to the next without any problems. And remember, you're going to need to delete all these words in blue and replace them with your own. And I'll show you that in a moment. Now on to page 3. You need to write a short summary of your impressions about the interview and also answer a series of questions. Additionally, you want to include an overall assessment of yourself. Also, you want to make sure that you write out planning for the next section. Now, you will submit this document to your field instructor, and he or she should provide comments. They should actually read your process recording and provide comments for you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to what a completed copy looks like. So this is a sample copy. You see I've removed all the blue text. I've included identifying information. Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, this is in landscape format, the wide way of the paper. And you'll see why on page 2, why it's very important to use the landscape layout. Because what's going to happen is you have your field instructor's comments. He or she may also write in the columns your content dialogue, everything that was said and took place. Any emotional response, self-awareness, student analysis, and competency. The core competencies, I will give you a handout which has all this information on it as well. And this is page 2. Now you may need and you should have more pages. This is just one page that I put together to show you as a demonstration. But a typical process recording, the content itself should be at least 4 to 10 pages, depending on the interaction with the client. And don't let the pages scare you. It's always better to expand, explain, elaborate, write more, not less. Additionally, when we move on to the next page, which will be the final page, you should include a summary of your impressions. And answer all the following questions. And make sure, please, make sure that your field instructor signs and dates the process recordings. Turn them in according to the class calendar so that you can receive your grade. And that's all there is to process recordings in a nutshell. Very simple, very easy. Like I said, with the original template that you'll see in blue, I will share it with you. And I will give you edit access, which allows you to copy the form. Do not just simply, when you see this form in your email, start typing into it. Make sure you save a copy for yourself. So when you get the email stating that you have the form, make sure you make a copy of it. Otherwise, you will be overwriting the copy that each of your peers will be using. And that's way more trouble than it's worth. Okay? And make sure you save your work. I also suggest to students, don't just save your work in Google Docs, save it onto your personal computer and or a USB drive or a flash drive, and of course have paper copies somewhere. It's your responsibility to keep up with all of your coursework. So once again, we've reviewed today process recordings, and yes, there's much more information to be learned on this particular topic and this aspect of social work education, and I will do that with you in class, in person, and online. So have a great day. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask.